The rush toward AI has opened the floodgates for half-baked tools, fake automations, and shady vendors. Oh, can you believe some of these people? They're promising bots that handle everything. Everything. It's AI. You need it for it'll handle everything. But at the end of the day, a real human voice builds trust. Be careful. Be careful. It's your business. What are you doing? And trust is what drives conversions, right? Trust drives conversions. I'm Max from Max Out Creative. Our goal is to max out our clients' marketing budgets, no matter how big or small those budgets are, with strategies that work. AI is everywhere right now. It's in headlines, it's in software, and it's in every cold email you've probably received this week. And cold emails are easy to spot. Hopefully you're able to tell the difference. But here's the truth. Most of the so-called AI bot tools being sold to small business owners are smoke and mirrors, and they're not going to help you build trust. AI is powerful, but it's being misused and misunderstood. People are selling bots that don't actually do what they say. They're being sold by salesmen, not engineers who know how to build the bots. Some AI companies are really just outsourcing overseas and slapping the word bot on it. Wow. And then there's people signing up all the time, and then they're disappointed. There's a problem with AI appointment setters who just frustrate your leads or never follow up. Be careful of those. Those are really ticking people off lately. As a marketer, I click on ads sometimes just so I can see how they are running their ads and what it feels like to be a consumer. I clicked on an ad 2 nights ago about auto insurance. I watched the video that they had, which had nothing to do with auto insurance. I got all the way through the funnel, and then it asked me a few qualifying questions, zip code, age, things like that, in order to get my quote for auto insurance. I pushed send. I knew what was going to happen. Within minutes, I was being called by AI bots. Minutes, okay? Then some real people later on that same evening in call centers. And call centers are easy to spot too. I'm a big believer in a script when somebody calls your business, but I'm not a big believer in a script when you're calling outbound, especially with people who don't have a great handle on English and they're reading a script and they're going very fast and you can hear 25 of their coworkers behind them. I can't get off that phone quick enough. I'm usually very polite, but I just say, I'm going to end the call. I know you're just doing your job. I have respect for that, but I'm not interested. Okay. And then I end the call. Then the next day I got a call from real people, but local agents. And what we've talked about before is speed to lead. Well, these local agents, they don't want to be bothered at 6:30 at night. You know, why would you want to do that when you can watch television or have cocktails with your friends here in America? Whatever, right? Maybe I'm projecting. The local agents called the next day. And as a consumer, I thought this: I would never purchase anything from one of those bots that called initially. I just wouldn't do it. That's me personally, taking my marketing hat off and just being a human. I just wouldn't do it, especially with something like insurance. They were clunky and robotic. They weren't fully baked. And they're from big companies that were calling me. So I think that right now in the middle of 2025, real people still close the deal. Sometimes they are less expensive than an AI solution. I've referred to another company that I know that spent 6 figures on an AI solution that never materialized at all. Like at all. So that 6 figures could have paid for 2 or 3 people to answer the phone in that same time. The other problem is real voices with robotic scripts. That doesn't work either, okay? But real people having a real conversation with someone, especially someone who's making a big decision or about to something with insurance or legal or even home improvements, those kind of decisions, it's important that they feel heard. I don't know, seriously, maybe I'm just in an alternate universe and I'm alone on this, but I like to know I'm speaking with a human being that is listening to me. As soon as I detect they're not listening to me, I very politely and professionally end the phone call. I don't have time for that. A friendly voice builds rapport. A bot just regurgitates information at this stage. There are a few bots that I've talked to on the phone that are calling, you know, on a number that's on the do not call list, by the way. It's a different topic. But there are a few that are almost there, and they will be there soon. but they're not there yet. In most cases, they're not there yet. In a previous video, we talk about contacting a lead in under 5 minutes, and that makes you 100 more times likely to connect. That's based on a Harvard study. I think the Harvard study is now 15 years old, but that only matters if the person answering is helpful and human. They got to be human. AI at this stage can help, but not replace humans, okay? Use AI for scheduling or reminders or transcribing voicemails or content support. Don't use it for pretending a bot can hold a conversation or close a deal for your business. That's just stupid. Be careful. There's a lot of people doing that right now, and they're like, oh, our sales are down. I don't understand it. Well, there's a big part of it right there. If a vendor is approaching you like they're approaching me daily, sometimes hourly, hey, saw your video on YouTube, or hey, looked at your website, we've got a product that can help. My first question is, what does your AI product do specifically? And if the person says everything, walk away. Turn around, be done. You can always be polite to people because they're working for a living too. I'm a big believer in being polite, to anyone on the phone who's trying to call. They're just trying to make $1. That's why they're doing it. They didn't get up that day and want to wreck someone else's day. So I'm respectful of that. At the same time, I have a very strong BS meter that I employ frequently. If you're looking for real digital solutions built by real people who pick up the phone and respond to emails, not just blast out cold emails all the time and automations, contact us. That's what we do. And please consider subscribing. We'll see you next time. Thanks. This wasn't an AI bot that made the video.